So I'm going to be talking about a box jump, sled push, and hex bar deadlift and how they translate to hockey, skating, and just hockey in general. So, you'll see in the box jump video that when I get low to when I'm getting ready to jump, my hands come down, I'm tensing my whole lower body and my whole body in general. And as my hands come down, I'm getting ready to jump. And as I jump, my hands come up and I let that force out. And the way you think of that is you don't really necessarily think like, oh, box jump. How does that really translate to hockey? Like, I'm not going to be jumping on the ice. No, clearly not. But we're working on generating force and outputting that force. And that's what the box jump is. And in hockey, you have to generate force and output force to skate, to stop, and then go again, stops and starts, to take a hit, to make a hit, to basically anything in hockey. It's a lot of generating force and then being able to output that force, and a lot of that comes in the lower body. So you'll see in the sled push video as well that it's all in the lower body. You're being able to generate force and push and push and push, and it's all in the lower body, which is a lot of hockey. If you have a good strong lower body, you'll be a decent hockey player. Obviously you need hockey awareness, hockey smarts, all that good stuff, the whole full package to be a good hockey player. But if you have a good strong lower body and you're a decent skater, a good skater, you'll be already on the strong side of a decent hockey player, on the making of a good hockey player, and possibly more if you just develop some simple things of the game. And the sled push, they say it's good for football, and it translates a lot better to football and to hockey, because in football you're pushing off tackles, you're pushing off guards, you're pushing around linemen, trying to get the quarterback, you're pushing off safeties, corners, all that stuff, and you're running obviously and pushing. So it does make sense why the sled push is great for football, but it's still great for hockey as well, because it develops your lower body, it builds strong legs, and as well it allows you to be able to develop a ton of force and output that force in a short period of time. And a lot of hockey is developing force and putting it out in a short period of time. Shifts usually 35 to 55 seconds. So, and as well as the hex bar deadlift, you'll see when I do the hex bar deadlift, basically, getting low to the ground, tensing my whole body up, bracing my core, and then I'm exerting that force on the up when I pull up. And if you're a hockey player, the hex bar deadlift has to be in your training program. It works on the posterior chain, it works on the legs, it works on you learn on how to brace, it works on the core, it works the full body. It's a great movement for hockey players. And I think the two biggest things that you get out of the hex bar deadlift, why it translates so well to hockey players, is because one, it works on the lower body, and two, you learn how to brace your core. So these movements, these three movements that I have in the video, I threw in an extra couple movements just to fill the airspace, but these three movements are, they're essential to, I think, hockey players and off-season training programs. And when you're doing a hockey off-season training program, you don't want to necessarily think like, how does a shoulder press work? Like, how does this, I'm not going to be shoulder pressing on the ice. Don't think so close-minded like that. Think a little more open-minded. Think, how does a shoulder press help me? Maybe, I don't know, you're in the corner, you got to push off the guy. That's how a shoulder press might help you, or a landmine press might help you, or like farmer carries. How much is a farmer carry going to help me? Farmer carry works on your grip strength, it works on your core, it works on your bracing yourself, it works on your posterior chain, it works on your full upper body almost. So it's things like that. And in hockey, you do need a strong upper body, but when you're doing a hockey training program, like I said, have a little more open mind. Don't be so close-minded to movements. There are a lot of movements out there that you see online that are like totally that have no correlation to hockey and are definitely not helpful. But if you're getting started in hockey and you're first getting into off-season training and you're at 15, 16, 17, stick with the basics. Like I said, hex bar deadlift is a great movement, box jumps are good movements, front squats are good movements, power cleans are good movements. Just go to the basics, keep it simple. Bulgarian split squats, goblet squats. Don't try and overcomplicate it. And like I said, these three movements are a pretty good starting point for someone who's probably 18 or 22, but again, could be used for 15, 16, 17-year-olds if they have a decent fitness / skill movement knowledge. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be doing more of these videos, just translating hockey movements, sport movements, and how they translate to your sport. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.